I don't know who that is.
Thundercats.
Thundercats, yes.
Sort of omens. Give me sight beyond sight.
Oh, who's that? I recognize Inspector Gadget.
Right.
I want to say Iron. I mean, not Iron Man. Mega Man.
Cobra Commander.
Obviously TMNT, Ninja Turtles.
Leonardo specifically.
Mr. T.
Yep. I pity the fool.
And I'm pretty fool. Those things, Smurfs, right?
Yep.
Smurfs. Then I
Probably
forgot. I,
after this one.
I know exactly what that is. I just forgot the name. Uh,
Snorkels.
yeah, that is Transformers.
Right. Bumblebee.
Uh huh. Jeez, what the heck is that?
Battle Cat from He-Man.
Oh, I couldn't even recognize it. I was like, what the heck is
Yep.
that?
Oh, and this is all from the box that I get my girl every month that I told you about, Geek Fuel.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you did talk about
Bro,
that.
12 totally unique shirts every year.
Really? Yeah, so like a T-shirt every month.
A t-shirt, most of the times you get a pop, you get a pin, and you'll get something else.
Oh, nice.
One of the pops I just got was the God Pigeons from the Animaniacs.
Oh, nice. That's a good pop. That's
Yeah,
a really good pop.
I got Miles Morales, Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man from the game,
Mm-hmm.
the purple suit, and I got a bunch of other ones, like unique.
Wow. FYI, chat for anybody who was listening to the audio version of this, I was picking out the little hidden pictures in Los's shirt to figure out which character it was. So go watch the video version of this so you can see it.
Yeah, it was a collage.
Nice little collage. Yeah, there we go. There we go. But other than that, we're just jumping into it, man. This is JHouze Radio episode 51. Welcome back, guys. We took a few weeks off after the 50th episode to just kind of like woosah a little bit and just stretch our legs after 50 long episodes. Now we're back for 50 more.
Now, is this season 3 or season 2 of the podcast?
I guess this could be considered season 2. I think we should do like a season every 50 episodes, or is that like kind of weird?
Nah,
Maybe 20.
I personally think this should be season 3, and every season's 25 episodes.
There you go. Okay, 25. So it's official. We waited until season 3 to start new seasons. So season 3, guys.
Bienvenidos a season 3, episode uno.
Episode uno. But how's it going, Los? How you been, man? How's life? Any quick updates on you, man?
Doing good. I'm prepping to start doing a Wednesday night DJ stream.
Nice. Nice.
So I'm going through a lot of my music and trying to decide what the first one of it is. Because before I used to call the one I did during the quarantine Corona mixes, but since this is kind of post, I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, are we? I guess we're technically still in quarantine, but not really.
No, we're not in quarantine. We're still in the pandemic.
Yeah,
but I don't want to call it like pandemic mix or something like that. You know.
Lois, do you have any PWLs that you have been doing lately? What are you playing, watching, and listening to, if anything
I
at
am
all?
playing the shit out of Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know how I'm pronouncing that correctly. The samurai game.
Yeah.
Yo, I am so hooked on that game. That game is essentially Assassin's Creed Japan.
Yeah, you know what? It's so funny because a lot of people have been asking for that from the Assassin's Creed series. So like, hey, when is this game going to go to Japan? And I've been playing it too. I'm still catching up to where you are, but I would 100% agree. It is pretty much like Assassin's Creed Japan. It is amazing, freaking beautiful.
Love to see an Assassin's Creed in modern times.
Wow, what would that look like? Assassin's Creed in modern times?
Would be so different.
Wow.
Like you gotta assassinate somebody in a club or at a banquet and shit like that, you know.
I think that would be a really good idea because I feel like the franchise has been a little dry as of lately. A lot of people didn't like Valhalla and things like that. So I think Assassin's Creed going to modern times would be a major like just twist because people wouldn't expect that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I stopped playing Valhalla like halfway through.
Really? Yeah, I heard a lot of people did. They just didn't like it.
you know what it is in all the other ones there was a sense of urgency, like something you had to do. And
Yeah,
this one it was just kind of like, oh, go kill this, go collect this, go build your village, go out and like, and that kind of ruined it for me. I'm like, why do I always got to go back to the village? I mean, I just want to go out and like do missions and find other assassins and like things like that.
yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't what I expected.
yeah.
I might go back to it after I finish this,
Mhm.
but I'm not thrilled about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, man. Ghost of Tsushima would definitely take place of that game any day of the week. Like I said,
Yeah,
I'm
although
not.
you're only on 1% of the game.
I know, man. I've been trying to keep up with my gaming. I'm gonna put some time in, especially this weekend, since I'll be able to. I think the version I bought was the PS4 and PS5 version, so I might be able to like upload it on PS5 and play it there. But from what I have played so far, man, graphics are freaking amazing. Like even on the PS4, it still looks great.
Nice.
The story is great. I tried playing it in like Japanese dub, but for some reason, like I feel like when it comes to playing a video game, trying to read Japanese dub while you're playing a game, it's hard because you're reading the words, but you want to focus on what's happening on the screen. So it's just a little different when it comes
Yeah.
to a game. So I just had to put that back to English. For Kurosawa mode, like the black and white filter that you can turn on. I usually turn that on for like big battles, like when you fight bosses and things like that. That's pretty cool too. But
So you just wanted
sometimes
to make it look like the Seven Samurai from Kira Kurosawa.
exactly, make it look like the old school samurai movies. But I like the colorful, environment. So sometimes I'll just turn that off. It kind of reminds me of I don't think you played it yet on PlayStation. What is it? Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't know if you played that. It just kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn. It came out a while ago actually. It just kind of reminds me that I get certain vibes from it when I'm riding on a horse and things like that, and just like certain fights. It just kind of just reminds me of that a little bit. Totally different studio, totally different like system and everything like that. But
I've
good game.
seen the box in GameStop, but it didn't look interesting to me.
Oh, I think you would love it. If you like Ghost of Tsushima, yet there's still two different games. But if you like Ghost of Tsushima, I really think you would like Horizon Zero Dawn. I really do. It's a really good game.
Is it a
Um,
third person or first person?
third person. It's literally,
Perfect.
huh?
Perfect. I love third person games.
Yeah, yeah. I really do think that you'll like it. I mean, maybe next time I see you, if you want, I already beat it. I can let you borrow it. You can try it, see if you like it. If you don't, then at least you don't have to spend money on it.
True.
Um, let me see. What have you been watching? Well, I mean, we both been playing the same thing. So, what have you
Yeah.
been watching?
Um, my girl has a membership to AMC, so we've been watching a lot of movies.
Okay.
We just saw Adam's Family, Adam's Family 2, Shang-Chi. What else did we watch? We watched the worst movie of the year, Venom. Oh my God, it was the worst
Of the
movie of the
year? Of the
year.
year though?
Of the year. It was the worst movie. Like
Wow.
none of it. Maybe I think it's so bad because I know it from the comics.
Yeah.
But it was terrible. It was terrible.
Well, as far as what I'm watching, I did see Shang-Chi recently. Loved it.
That was good.
I loved it. I was honestly, I'm not going to surprise. I'm not going to lie. I was highly surprised at the choreography in that film. The fight scenes, immaculate. I was really surprised for a Marvel film. I know Marvel usually does have pretty good fight scenes, but I didn't know how they would have handled that style of fighting, and it was top notch. I was really surprised.
What I liked about it
Mhm.
was everyone feel it looked like they were comfortable and very natural with the way they fight. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Like it
Yep.
was just a part of them. But as far as
Exactly.
the other Marvel movies, like it almost felt like they got into fight mode, and then they were like executing the fight. While in Shang-Chi, they were flawless.
Yeah.
It just felt like very natural moves for them. Like it's part of breathing for them. That reminded me of the old kung fu movies,
It
from the
really
70s,
did.
Shaw
Yeah.
Brothers, because everything was just flawless. It felt like it came from them. I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. And Aquafina, who I kind of have a little crush on because I think she's hysterical. Um,
Me too. Low
but
key, right? Low
yeah,
key.
no, dude, seriously, was the funniest
Yeah, she was it.
character
Yeah,
in any Marvel movie.
yeah.
Funniest, loved her.
I think she has a tie between the guy and Ant-Man. You know what I'm talking about, right? I
Oh
forgot his
yeah, yeah,
name.
yeah. Okay, 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 okay. So this is how it went. It went like this, and it went like that, and then this one talked to this one. Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
We need to have they need to meet somewhere in the MCU. We need to have those two cross paths because that would be hilarious. But yeah, Shang-Chi was good. I definitely loved it, and I might get a lot of like flack for this, but when they were, well, I don't want to point out any particular scenes, but overall, there were some scenes in the film where I almost got Jackie Chan vibes, almost.
Well, listen. First of all, yes, and the reason why is you have to understand, like, who it. If you can think of anyone else who is as influential to cinema in modern days, from let's say Asian cinema,
Mhm.
as Jackie Chan, name it. You can't, because I can't. And
Yeah,
of course, there's going to be some Jackie Chan vibes in it because he is the most influential Asian filmmaker of modern times.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely got a lot of vibes from it, and I mean, obviously, he must have got some influence from Jackie Chan as well.
He
It
should have
was
been in
a,
the movie, though.
huh?
He should have been in the movie.
Oh,
Jackie
that would have
Chan
been
should
great.
have been in the
That would have
movie.
been great. I mean, that would have been nice, a nice touch. I overall thought it was a good film. I feel like the last scene of the film, and I'm not going to get into any spoilers. But I feel like the last scene of the film was a little eh for me with the whole dragons thing, and I'll try not to spoil anything more past that. Um,
Well,
I I just felt like it was a little sour for me.
no, you know what it is? It's because we don't have the cultural we don't understand it culturally.
Yeah,
Understand? So, I mean, I have this much from like reading books, like that much understanding of it. So, I think that's more of a cultural thing. So, like, I think people, especially Chinese, who will see it will understand it more than us because it's not part of our culture.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
Maybe that's probably
that's
what it
my
is.
personal belief. But then again, I could be wrong, and it's just, I could be talking out of my ass. But I personally think it's that. But
Yeah.
the end credit scene was perfect.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like I said, we're not gonna spoil it, guys. um, Overall, I think it was a great film, and I'm really looking forward to seeing like what he's gonna do like with the future of the MCU. I can't wait. Can't wait. Um, are you listening to anything, Los? I'm not listening to anything new right now at the moment. But
Um,
if you are, you could throw something in there.
Yes. I'm debating whether I should subscribe to Beatport Link. For people who don't know, Beatport is one of the largest music stores for DJs, especially who do dance music, like house, electro house, Afro house,
Mm-hmm.
uh, new disco. Like there's all these genres.
Mm-hmm.
So you pay $20 a month, and you get to stream their whole entire library. But there's a catch: you cannot record in the software.
Oh, so you
So
can
for you to
just
record, you need an external box for it, you know. So you can save up to I think it's 100 songs on your computer. So let's say I've got a gig to do, right? I can
mm,
download 100 songs on my laptop and then turn around and go perform those 100 songs. And if I want 101 songs, I can't because I'm only allowed to download 100. So I don't have to be online all the time. But if I am online, it loads super fast.
really.
Yes, it uses AAC 128-bit encoding, which is really good, equivalent of a 320 um, MP3.
Okay.
Uh, and I've been looking at it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I think I might do it.
Let's jump into our random facts real quick before we jump into the news. We got a lot of new topics, a lot of news topics to jump into.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with my random fact. In reference of Halloween and all that good stuff like that, I'm gonna give a creepy one. This one is about Nightmare on Elm Street. This is from Facts.net. Director Craven revealed that the inspiration for the iconic slasher film came from a story he read from LA Times. A boy was having a disturbing nightmare and refused to sleep for days out of fear. The same night, he succumbed to exhaustion. He died in his sleep, but not before hearing him scream help in the middle of the night because of his nightmares. So that
Really?
so Nightmare on Elm Street was based off of a story that was kind of similar to what we saw in the actual film.
That's interesting.
That's
That's
very
super
interesting.
interesting.
I didn't even know that actually. I didn't know that till I actually read that tonight. So
Hmm.
interesting fact. Do you have any facts tonight, Los?
Yes, I do. Alfred Hitchcock was an ovalphobe, which means he's frightened of eggs. He was so frightened of eggs. He's quoted in 1963. He was quoted as saying, "I'm frightened of eggs. Worse than frightened, they revolt me."
Um,
To scare Alfred Hitchcock, all you have to do is show him an egg.
what?
He was terrified of eggs.
So I could never make him scramble eggs, I guess.
No,
Like,
no
wait. So not even just like an egg, but like eggs, period.
eggs. Period. Like one of like it was in the same 1963 interview. He was talking about how it doesn't make sense to him. They're white. They're oval. When you crack them open, there isn't blood. There's this yellowish thing, and then there's this bright, yolk in it. He goes, "It's disgusting. I don't know how people could eat it. It just scares the shit out of me. It doesn't make sense to me."
But why would it be blood?
It's interesting.
Wow. Okay. Wow. So the man that has been known to like inspire filmmakers for generations is afraid of
Eggs.
eggs. Interesting.
Yeah.
On that note,
I
wow,
just thought it was weird, so that's why I that's
that is
why
a
I
really
brought it up.
weird thing. Like it's eggs though. Like that, I don't understand that. Okay.
My girlfriend's scared of clowns,
Really?
bro. I picked her up from work, right, and she gets out between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. So I picked her up from work, and I'm driving a new way home because there's less traffic. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm driving through a neighborhood, and someone had a huge inflatable clown on their lawn,
Oh
and
boy.
they literally put it up the day I went to go pick her up. So I'm driving, da 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 da, and out of nowhere I hear, "Ah!" Bro, I went
Oh
to the
my.
opposite lane of traffic. Thank God there was no traffic. I like took me a while to get back. I'm like, "Why are you screaming?" She goes, "There was a clown."
Oh my god. And I know you were upset. Like really? You did all that for a
No,
clown?
no. Like I and bro, like she is. We were watching a TV show once, and someone had a clown doll in the background. I
Okay.
didn't even notice the clown doll in the background, and she
Okay.
freaked and screamed, and we never watched that show again.
What are you terrified of? Is there anything that you just cannot deal with?
Ex girlfriends, taxes. No, no, no. Honestly, sharks. I have a very unnatural fear of sharks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know what it is. And reptiles. Reptiles gross me out.
Reptiles are weird though. They're pretty weird for
Reptiles
me.
gross me the fuck out. Iguanas taste good, but reptiles gross me out.
You've actually eaten an iguana? I've never had iguana before. That sounds
Bro,
weird
I
actually.
hate to say it, bro, but it tastes like chicken.
I feel like everything on the planet tastes like chicken. If it
No.
doesn't look like
Guinea,
chicken, it probably tastes like chicken.
guinea pig supposedly tastes like pork. I've never had it,
Wow,
but
I've never
supposedly it tastes like pork.
never had a guinea pig. That's interesting. Um, I think for me, I am just completely terrified of water. Like not like taking a shower or drinking water, obviously, but just like overall, just being in the ocean or anything like that, I am freaking terrified. I can't stand it. I don't know why.
Me too. Me too. But mom's scared because I can't swim.
That
So
too,
I'm like, it looks pretty, but no, it's okay. I'll be over here where there's sand. You
and
know.
also spiders. I can't do it, man. Spiders creep like. Do you remember the film Arachnophobia?
Yes, which I've
In
never seen, but I want to see.
what? You've never seen Arachnophobia?
It's a horror movie. I don't watch horror movies.
But it's about spiders. It's literally just about spiders. It's not like it's like a monster coming out the closet or something. When I come to your house, we're watching Arachnophobia. I'm making you sit down and watch it. No excuses.
You know what? I'm not scared of spiders. I'm not scared of bugs. You know, I might get the that's gross, but I'm never terrified of it or anything else.
Yeah, I don't
You
like
know,
bugs.
if I lived in Australia, I'd be terrified of spiders, bro. They have a spider that is something like 3 or 4 feet large that will
In
like randomly come into your
Australia?
house. Yes, everything in Australia wants to kill you, bro.
What? I bet you there's no amount of raid that would kill that thing.
Bro, if you were there, you would just set the house on fire and go catch up
I,
and
would-
get
I,
the
would-
thing.
I would literally do that. Take a bomb or like a Molotov, toss it. Listen, I got renter's insurance. I'll be okay.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
exactly.
But baby, what happened to the house? I tried to kill a bug. Just
Well, nothing, nothing. Just don't worry about it. We're moving back to America. That's it.
oh my goodness. All right, let's jump into our show notes real quick. So we got a lot of trailers within like the past like 2 weeks. It seems like one that I just recently watched last night. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. Uncharted, which is based off of the PlayStation first party studio game that's been out for a while now. I think they put like 4 games in. I love this game. It's basically a different tale of an Indiana Jones story, basically, with Nathan Drake and Sully. Um, have you seen the trailer yet, Los? Did you get a chance to check it out?
Yes, I've seen the trailer, but I am upset at something. Mark Wahlberg, out of all people, no. Um, they've been trying to cast Nathan Fillion in that movie for the longest amount of time. They should have got rid of Mark Wahlberg because he's boring. He plays the same character in every movie. Um, so they should have put Nathan Fillion. I think he would have been much funnier.
I was actually surprised that they didn't get Nathan Fillion in there either because I know he made like a short fan film about the movie too.
Mhm.
I figured they were gonna go that route. I figured it was like a no-brainer. I'm not crazy about the Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg? I can't say his name. I'm not crazy about
Marky
Marky
Mark.
Mark playing Sully. I just don't. I mean, I get it. We have a young Nathan Drake, so I guess they're trying to get a young Sully. So I guess in that sense, I could probably see it. But then again, I just it's Marky Mark. I just still can't see him playing that role. I just don't think he fits Sully's personality. I've been playing the Uncharted games for a very long time, and I just don't think he fits that personality.
He
Um,
doesn't.
as far as who they got to play Nathan Drake, man, what is his name again? I can't think of his name. Spider Man.
Tom
Um,
Holland.
Tom Holland is an amazing actor. He can pretty much play anybody. So enough said on that one.
My whole thing with him was I was like, he looks so young next to Mark Wahlberg. But then I thought to myself, no, it's that Mark Wahlberg looks so old next to Tom Holland.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because if you think about it, from the looks of this one, it looks like it's trying. I'm kind of confused with this one because they're trying to get a young Nathan Drake, but a lot of the scenes and a lot of the characters that we're seeing in the film didn't come to like part 2 or part 3. So I'm just kind of curious to see where they're going with this story. How young is Drake actually supposed to be, and et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily wanted a Uncharted film because I just feel like we're pretty much just making an Indiana Jones movie or another Lara Croft movie. Like, do we need an Uncharted film?
Well, if they go the route of more Indiana Jones, yes, we need something like that because what made Indiana Jones so good was the fact that he overcame these obstacles and they were absolutely hysterical the way he did it.
Yeah.
And they became classics. And it would be nice to see that type of formula again. So for me, yes. The Laura Croft movies were terrible. You know, I mean, look who they cast. Angelina Jolie, come on. I mean, they could have done better.
Angelina Jolie had the look. She's not a good actress at all.
She's not.
So that's pretty much all she has is the look. I mean, I'm excited about it. Currently I heard that PlayStation is in the works of making a lot of live action films and works of their game franchises. So
Sony, you mean.
yeah, Sony. So I'm curious to see where they go with this, man. I mean, Sony Pictures has been kind of blah with some of the films that they made over the years besides Spider-Man. So I think they're trying to revamp that studio right now and trying to put out some quality content. So I'm curious to see where this direction goes. I mean, I can definitely see if Uncharted is good, based off of how many games that we've got from that series, I can see us getting a few decent films out of this if the first one is good.
Yeah.
So we'll
Well,
see.
I mean, Mortal Kombat turned out to be okay, the new one.
Eh, I didn't
I
like
mean,
it
I
so
said
much.
okay. I didn't say
Yeah.
it was fucking spectacular. But then again, the 1994 version was an okay movie too. It wasn't spectacular, but it was entertaining.
I still think the 1994 version of the film was better than the recent version, but that's neither here nor there.
To a
Um,
point. All the stuff in Japan, amazing.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. All right, so let's jump into some MCU stuff. We just had the DC Fandom, and we got a lot of trailers, a lot of
Wait, wait,
information.
wait. Are we talking about MC? We're talking about Marvel or DC? Because you just said MCU DC fandom, and that's two
Oh
different.
wow, you're right. I did that backwards. Okay, so the DCEU. I'm sorry.
Right.
Um, Geez, typo in
So
our
you
show
confused me
note.
because I was like, "Oh, we're talking about Marvel." I'm like, "There's Marvel news I didn't hear about."
That was a typo in my show notes chat. Um, so yeah, we just had DC Fandom recently, and we got a lot of great trailers and a lot of great information out of the um event, basically. And the first thing I want to jump into is the one that Los is so passionate about, is the Batman trailer.
Oh my god, I couldn't finish watching it.
All right, what
I
was the
couldn't.
problem with the Batman trailer, Los? Come on, man. What was wrong
Okay,
with it?
one, anorexic Batman. Okay, he's anorexic as Batman, and he looks like the Flash, an emo. He looks like an emo Bruce Wayne. With like he's a stick, bro. He's a stick. You
Yeah,
know.
it's it was kind of
And
funny.
then when
There
he
was
tries to talk all tough, I'm like, ha, 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 ha. No, I'm sorry, no. I
Oh
am
man.
vengeance, bro. You can't even do a deep voice. He's like, I am vengeance. Oh my god,
I'm not gonna
he
lie. Like, listen, everybody who knows me, I'm like the biggest Batman fan of all time. And I am trying so hard to be optimistic about this Batman film. I'm trying so hard. But like, yes, there was a few things about the trailer that did annoy me. For one, there was a shot where he was like putting on his shirt or taking off his shirt, trying to like be muscular. I'm like, man, he's so small. Where's
he is.
where's Ben Affleck at? You know what I mean? Granted, Val Kilmer was small. Um, some of the other
But Val
guys,
Kilmer was cut up though. Understand? He might have a small frame, but he had the muscles around it.
yeah. I don't. I mean, we did get word throughout the shoot that Pattinson didn't want to work out. I think,
He
right?
didn't.
Which
He
I don't
didn't want to work out.
understand. Like, why not? You're trying to play a role of a guy who's kicking ass. You know
Yes,
what I mean? Who needs to be fit? Why would you not want to work out? That doesn't make any sense. You gotta
it
look the
makes no
part.
sense. Plus, he was like high and drunk all the time, and they said that he reeked of cigarettes. He didn't want to take a bath or a shower. Yeah, dude. Like the guy's just fucked up in the head.
You didn't want to take
Who
a
I
bath
who
or a
I
shower.
wanted to see. No, he didn't want to take a shower. He smelled. He stunk.
What?
Yeah,
Are you playing
that was
Bruce Wayne or are
the thing.
you playing the Joker? Like, what's going
No,
on
he's
here?
playing the fucking stink ass motherfucker when you take a shower. Fucking wash your ass, motherfucker. At least let us hose you down, something. Who I wanted to see as Batman is John Hamm
John Hamm as Batman.
from Mad Men.
I gotta look that up real quick.
He was the lead in Mad Men, that TV show.
Yeah, John Hamm. I don't know who John Hamm is. Oh, okay. I don't know much about this guy. I don't think I've
Bro,
seen him in anything before.
he would have been an amazing Batman because he could pull off the Bruce Wayne, and
He
he's
looks like
muscular enough to pull off the Batman.
he looks like he could be a Bruce Wayne. I'll give him that. He does like he could be a Bruce Wayne.
And he's
Uh,
built as shit, so he could definitely pull off the Batman part.
and honestly, one of the things that I got to point out here, I don't like how Pattinson looks in the cowl.
Oh, he looks terrible.
I don't like his face. It looks
A
like
children's Halloween mask.
that's literally it looks like a kid is wearing like a grown man's costume. His face does not look good in the cowl. I don't know. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm trying so hard to be excited about this. I feel like the one thing, which is pretty much always the main thing that I'm really excited about it, in this film is the villains. I'm curious to see what happens with the Penguin. I'm curious to see what happens with the Riddler and Catwoman. I feel like at this point, and it sucks to say, Batman is probably the least exciting thing about this film to me right now.
Yeah.
And I never thought I would ever say that, but man, Pattinson better do something in this film to really change my mind. But I'm not liking the way it's looking right now with him playing as Batman. I just don't like it. I'm still gonna go see it. It's coming out on my birthday. I'm a Batman fan. I'm still gonna see it. Side note, major side note, especially for any fans who are not, who might be in the area. I might think about renting a movie theater to go see Batman. Like, I'm just gonna invite all my friends and everybody. So we're gonna rent out an entire movie theater, and we're gonna go see Batman on the release date. Los, you're
So
coming.
are you gonna get mad at me if I laugh at him with his tough voice?
Like, like literally like loud in the movie theater.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yes. I thought it was
ah,
really good.
and then Los gonna be in the background with his popcorn.
Exactly. Bro, I'll be throwing popcorn at the screen.
Like, Los, come on, man. He's like, listen, hey,
Well,
we rented out the movie theater. Do what I want.
when you were watching the trailer, didn't you get the feeling it was more like a love story between Batman and Catwoman?
It did feel like that, which is kind of weird because I didn't think that they would have gone that way, especially for the first film. I figure, Catwoman would be kind of like somebody he's chasing, and she's just on this whole like menace to society trip, basically. I don't know. I just didn't see it going that way, and I was kind of surprised that she was like caring for him and trying to like watch out for him. I was like kind of thrown off by it a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
I just thought it was ridiculous.
I mean, they're claiming that this one is supposed to be the darkest Batman film that we've ever gotten, and I don't know, man. I'm not at this point. I don't want to see any more trailers. I don't want to see any more promotional footage. I'm just gonna wait till March to watch anything on the film when I actually go see it, because at this point I'm skeptical. I'm 50-50, and I love Batman, but I'm 50-50 right now.
I am 99.99999% sure that it's gonna suck.
Don't say that, man. Like, I don't want it to suck. If it's okay, I'll be fine with that. But if it sucks, I will be disappointed. This is gonna bring me back to like the Batman Return days. No, Batman Return was good.
Batman and Robin, you're thinking about?
Batman and Robin days. Yeah. If it's like that, I will be highly upset.
I wouldn't be surprised if Venom is better than this movie.
Oh man, and I didn't even see it yet. But if Venom is better than this, man.
Let me give you a clue to how bad it was. People walked in there with Venom t-shirts, were all excited, and left halfway through the movie.
Wow. Jeez. Well, for anybody in chat who hasn't seen Venom yet, just be aware. Lo said it was not that great. People left in the middle of a movie theater.
It was the worst movie of the year. Absolutely.
Jeez Louise. I'm sorry about Venom, man. All right, let's jump into the next thing we got from DC Fandome. Probably the most excited thing about that event for me was The Flash.
Yes.
What did you think of that, Los?
Oh my God. I was like,
Oh
this
my
is what
God.
The Flash is supposed to be. I think they nailed it. Even comic book accurate to the costume.
Yes, the
Comic book
costume was
accurate.
amazing. Oh, loved it. Loved
Comic
it.
book accurate. I cannot wait to see that. I'm
And
excited for The Flash.
honestly, I was already excited for The Flash because of the fact that just with the way that the things have been in the DCEU for so long. I mean, we've gotten a lot of Batman. I love Batman. I don't mind it. We've kind of gotten a lot of the same stuff, and I just feel like Flash, his character in particular, is such a breath of fresh air. I feel like it's
Yeah.
something that we needed, his, comedic side, his charm, his wit. It's just a character that's just so different from all the other characters that we ever gotten in the DCEU. And especially after watching the TV show, I was so excited about this film for so many years before we even knew anything about it. But when we just heard that they were talking about making it, I was super excited. And then when I saw this trailer, man, it blew my mind. I was like, yes, this is going to be the film that is going to change the future of the DCEU. This is going to be the film that is going to rewrite all the other crappy films, that is going to to set us on this new charter of like, awesomeness because of the fact that we're dealing with Flashpoint, we're dealing with time travel. We can change some of the mistakes that happened before in earlier films and just make it right, basically.
Michael Keaton returning.
Michael Keaton, yes, the Batman, the Batman, by the way, is returning back. I'm actually excited about that. I mean, I think I saw on Twitter or somewhere where he said that he wouldn't mind being the Nick Fury of the DCEU. Could you imagine? Could you imagine old man Batman? Oh man, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. This is gonna be good. Um, yeah, and I think in the trailer we also saw him. I'm actually gonna pull up the trailer right now for you guys in a second.
But for me, the definitive Batman is Kevin Conroy.
Oh
From
yeah,
Batman
of course.
animated series.
Oh yeah, definitely a Batman legend for sure. Um, in the trailer we got a peek at well toward the end of the trailer. Adams, how's it going in chat? What's up, buddy? Kari, how's it going, guys? Appreciate you guys stopping by. Um, in chat, let me know what did you guys think of the Flash trailer, by the way, too. Actually, um, but yeah, enough of me talking. What about you, Los? What do you think we're going to get from this film?
Um, well, the thing is, God, that costume is so amazing.
It is an
for
amazing
me,
costume.
it's like everyone has done Flashpoint differently live action,
Yeah,
so I'm very curious how that's going to be. And at the end of the trailer, you see him with two other people who are supposed to be Flashes,
yeah. I was going to ask you
which
about that. Yeah.
which I think are his children.
Oh
Because
yeah,
Flash has
you.
two speedster children.
Yeah, they actually touch base on that in the Flash TV show.
Yeah.
They touch base on that. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this film is just there's so much in this film, man. Like I don't know. I'm freaking excited. So excited about it.
Yeah.
So excited about it. And like you said, I do like the fact that Michael Keaton is coming back. I like the touch of adding like the Batmobile at the end of the trailer. Everybody knows the Batmobile. Like you can tell by the shape. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Everybody knows what it is. Oh, you didn't see the Flash trailer? Well, we just played it, so I mean, it might have been like a little bit of a delay for you, but definitely check it out with audio. It's a great trailer, Adams.
It's a really good trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think out of everything that we got from DCEU, I think this film outside of Batman is my most anticipated film. Another one that I wanted to jump into from fandom was Black Adam. We got a little sneak peek of that. No, really?
No.
You're not
And you know
not
why?
excited?
And I'll tell you why. You ever had a friend that talked about, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and they talked about it for years, and then they finally decided to start doing it, and you're like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. Like, we talked about it like 35 fucking years. I know exactly what's gonna, and that is my problem with Black Adam, you know. And I'm a little sick of Dwayne Johnson.
Really?
I think I've had too much. He's in everything, so it's for me, it's too much exposure. You
I
know, I
feel
like
you.
to see him do different types of roles other than the superhero. You know, like
I
when he
feel
first
you.
started his career, he played a gay bouncer.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
I remember that.
I think it
That
was
was
in Get
actually
Shorty or
yeah,
Get
and
Shorty.
Get Shorty. He was hilarious in Get Shorty.
Dude,
Hilarious.
you know, like just do other things, man. Like, you know, if he would do, let's say, a comedy, right? That's
Hmm.
not the Tooth Fairy. If he would do a comedy, and
Oh my
then
god.
I'd be willing to watch him in another action movie. But it's action movie on top of action movie, top of action movie. I'm like, I'm a little sick, you
I
know.
mean, it does kind of feel like he is over action movie out right now. It's a lot of
Yeah,
action movies.
and for me, it's the simple fact that he's talked about it for
Yeah.
so many years. He's talked about it.
I think it would have been nice if he just like never said anything about it. And then like out of nowhere this year, hey guys, I'm Black Adam. I would have
Exactly.
rocked the world because nobody would have expected that.
Or even if they didn't say anything, and the trailer is what announces it.
Yeah, that would have rocked the world. I mean, that part would have been a lot better. Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
mean, I get it. He wanted to build up the hype, but for a while, yeah, I was getting kind of like tired of like hearing about it. I'm like, all right, can we just see a trailer? Can we see something? You know, I mean, a lot of his movies recently, I have been like not interested in because I have seen a lot of Rock lately. But just because of the fact that this is a DC film that is eventually going to lead into the future of the Justice League, that's the only reason why I'm mildly interested in seeing this, because eventually we're going to get Shazam going up against this guy. We're going to get Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman going up against this guy. So that's the only reason why I want to see what is this origin story going to be like. Where is, because he's pretty much going to almost, in a sense, not literally, but in a sense, be the Thanos of DC. At least for the Justice League, for for like their current phase, in a sense.
They need to put the Legion of Doom together. They need to release a bunch of single movies with single bad guys, then put them together for the what's it called again?
Justice League?
League of Doom.
Oh, League of Doom.
Yeah, and then have a 2-part Justice League movie where they fight each other.
That'd be interesting.
You have this build up to this epic thing. But my whole thing is Zachary Levi and Dwayne Johnson. How are they going to look on screen with each other? How are they going to act with each other? Do they have the chemistry with each other?
That is going to be interesting. I mean, because that is something that is supposed to happen eventually. They're supposed to go head to head. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen in this film. I can see that happening in like a Shazam 3, possibly, or like whatever the next. Yeah, I can see that happening. I don't know. I mean, it was a teaser. It was kind of cool, I guess. There is part of me that is wondering that if it might be overhyped because of the fact that it's been hyped for so long from The Rock. I will be upset if I go see this film and it's just like The Rock with a cape on, Like, is he really going to? I mean, I know it's a superhero film, and a lot of people say you can't really stretch your acting chops, but in a way you can, depending on the character you're playing. So is he really going to stretch his acting chops in this one, or is he really just going to be The Rock in a cape?
I'm scared he's going to do a repeat of Hercules.
Oh, yeah, that film. We don't talk about that over here.
Yeah,
We don't.
that's kind of what I'm scared of.
Either that or the Scorpion King.
No, but he was good in the Scorpion King. I love the Scorpion King.
Really?
That's like one of my good bad films. The Scorpion King. I love that movie. I love that movie. I thought it was like it had the perfect timing and perfect flow for what it is.
Yeah.
It was never meant to be, like this grandiose film. It's just supposed to be like a popcorn film, and it's what it was, and it accomplished its mission, popcorn film.
Yeah.
But because it's DC, I think it's going to be a decent film, a watchable film. But I don't think it's going to be a good film, if you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, it sucks because they've been working on this film for a very long time.
Maybe a decade.
Yeah, it's been a very long time that they've been working on this film. So I hope it's at least give me a B minus. If it's a B minus film, I will be shocked. I will be completely shocked.
I'll be happy with a C.
I'll be happy with a C. Oh man. All right, so let's jump into 2 more before we get out of here. These 2 are games that we got from DC Fandome. Gotham Knights. Did you get to check this one out, Los?
Oh, I've been waiting for this for years.
Yes, me too.
Years. I'm dying to play that game.
I think it was supposed to come out I think it was supposed to come out this year, but it got delayed to next year. So now it's not coming out till next year. But I'm actually pretty excited for it, man. I can't wait. I mean, I don't know. We were supposed to play this game together, and yeah, I'm really excited for this, man. It's giving me Batman Arkham Knight vibes, basically. Yes. And I'm really interested in what they're going to do with the Court of Owls storyline. That's going to be interesting.
It was a huge, huge story arc in the comic books.
Yeah,
huge. And it actually surprised me how well it was actually, like, as you read the comic book, you're like, oh wow, this is actually scary. Oh man, is he going to survive this? Like, you actually felt that. That's the first time I felt that in a comic book in a very long time.
Wow, really?
When they did it, yeah. And when they did it in one of the animated movies, they pulled it off really good too.
I think they touched base. I forgot how deep they touched base on it because I haven't watched it in a while. I think they touched base on the Court of Owls and the Gotham live action TV show. I don't know if you got to see
I
it.
never watched that. I
Oh,
never
you
watched
should
that.
watch it. It's honestly, I was surprised at how good it was. Because at first I was like, a Batman TV show can't be great. But the good thing is, it's not about Batman. It's about Commissioner Gordon
Yeah.
before he became commissioner. So it's really interesting. It does have its cheesy moments like mid-season or like midway through its like TV cycle. But overall, it's pretty good. You run into a lot of villains that you've probably never even seen like on TV ever, like
Like
in
who?
live action. Oh man, so many. Who's the one villain that flies with the flamethrower? What's her name?
Flies with a flamethrower.
Firefly.
Yes.
Firefly's in here.
It's a guy in
Um,
the comic book.
yeah, it's a guy in a comic book, but in the film, I mean, in the TV show, they made her made him a female character. They obviously touch base on the quarter vowels in this, which is something that you don't really see in too many things in regards to Batman, except for the comics. I'm trying to think of other character. I can't think right now 'cause I haven't watched it in so long, but there was a few characters in this film, I mean, in this TV show that even I haven't even seen in a long time, or I've only seen in the comics, and I was surprised to see in the show. But I would definitely say check it out. It was pretty interesting. I'm definitely
Well,
looking forward to this.
I was gonna start watching it, but then Will Smith's wife was cast in it, and I was like, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, she's not that great, honestly, but she's not in a lot of it though. Like she's I think season one she has a big role, and then like I don't want to give spoilers, but she's not in it a lot. So, but I get it though, because I kind of felt that way too. I was like, Jada Pinkett is in this. I don't know about that. But like, if you can get past her for the little bit of time that she's in it, it's actually a pretty good show. It's pretty good. But yeah, I can't wait for that, man. I'm really looking forward to a Gotham Knights.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't wait to play Nightwing. I can't wait to play
yes,
Batgirl. Those are the two I'm dying to play.
I'm actually really looking forward to Nightwing. I freaking love Nightwing. That's my guy. Let me
I figured
see.
you'd want Red Hood. I think you'd be excited about Red Hood.
You know what? I'm actually interested to see how that's gonna fit into the game sense of Red Hood having a gun in a Batman game. Because obviously, in Batman games, that's not what we usually have. They don't usually have guns and all that stuff like that, unless it's the cops or like the bad guy shooting. But how are they gonna do that from a good guy? From a good guy perspective. I don't know how that's gonna work.
My question is, do you have to play all four characters to finish the game? Like, do you play till a certain point and then you have to switch a character and then play to a certain point and switch a character, play to a certain point, switch a character, and then how do you conclude those four characters?
That is a good question. I have no idea. I don't know. I
That
would I would think that they would just let you pick who you want and just play through the game with that character, but then you're right because depending on the story arc, you might have to play certain characters.
mm-hmm.
So that's actually a good question. I think they might have mentioned it when they first showed off the trailer, but I might have to go back and look at that one again. All right, so the last thing that came out of DC Fandom that I want to touch base on real quick is Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. What's your thoughts on that, Los? What
I
do you
saw
think?
the first teaser for it and it looks interesting. I'd be willing to play it. You
Yeah, me
know,
too. Me too. I was actually kind of surprised when I first saw it. I think we saw the trailer last year or something like that for the first time.
yeah.
I was really caught off guard by that, but it does look interesting with the trailer that we got this year. It does look
But my
interesting.
but my thing is, it looks like one of these games that I'll buy it when it's used. Like I
Really?
wouldn't buy it brand new.
So you don't think it's gonna be that good in comparison to a Gotham Knights?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do I think it'll be a good game? Absolutely. But am I willing to pay $80, $90 for it? No. I'm willing to pay 40.
Just based off the trailer, why do you think that this is even happening? Based off the trailer that you saw.
I just think that DC does pretty decent games. For the past decade, they've done pretty decent games.
Yeah, they have.
Because games in the past, like they've been terrible. Like their Superman games are absolutely atrocious. Like for the Super NES and stuff, they were terrible.
Oh yeah. A lot of superhero games back in the day were freaking horrible though.
Yeah.
They were horrible. But as far as the storyline, what do you think is happening that's making the Suicide Squad want to kill Justice League besides the norm?
Because the Justice League went nuts. That's what the whole premise of the first trailer said. I think it was
Oh,
Martian Manhunter or Green Lantern went up to them and told them that you have to kill the Justice League because they've gone crazy. That's why the world is like this.
okay, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer now, and it seems like these little like weird alien things are probably attacking the planet, and I'm guessing they somehow infected the Justice League. I don't know how that could have happened, but
Yeah,
somehow they infected the Justice League, and I'm guessing they're trying to use the Suicide Squad to try to bring them back down to Earth, so to speak, basically.
yeah, but Harley Quinn looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't like her character design. I really don't like her character. She looks weird. And I've literally
Yeah,
thought that from the first trailer. I was like, why does she look like that? She just doesn't look right. I
she
don't
looks like
know.
a Karen.
She looks like a Karen,
Yeah.
Karen Quinn.
No, no, 'cause like the thing about uh Harley that's made her such a good character was that she was pretty. She had a pretty face, but a very gorgeous body. And I kind of feel like they try to overdo the face with her,
Yeah, I agree.
and so they kind of made her look plastic almost.
Yeah, it does look a little weird. I've noticed that literally since I first watched the first trailer last year. I was like, I'm not too sure about her character design. And like, it's all about design for me, all about character
Yeah.
design. And her character design kind of turned me off a little bit when I first saw the trailer last year. I was kind of turned off, but I don't know. I mean, I really want to see gameplay for this. I mean, we've seen a lot of CG trailers and stuff like that, which is cool since last year, but we have yet to see a gameplay trailer. And I really want to see what the gameplay looks like on this.
But that's usually a sign of a bad game, though.
Yeah, could be. Could be.
How many times do they have these? I forget what convention it is that where they show off all the games, and how many times they're like, okay, here's actual gameplay, and even if it's only for a minute, you have an idea of what the gameplay is. God of War did it, Batman did it, everything else. Like with the Batman, the last Batman game that came out, you know how they did a little trailer with him fighting Deadshot,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then they were like, okay, so this is our trailer, but here's the gameplay. Showed you some of the gameplay,
Yeah.
and people were like hooked on it.
Yeah, I hope it's not the case. I mean, I don't know. We'll see, man. It's just I'm just surprised we haven't seen gameplay at this point. I mean, I think the game's still far out. I don't think it's coming out to like 2023. I think that's what it was.
I
But
don't even remember.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, a lot of great stuff that came out of DC fandom this year. It just remains to see if any of this stuff is good. I'm most excited about the Flash, skeptical about Batman, and I cannot wait for Gotham Knights. Can't wait.
Yes, absolutely. But guys, again, don't forget, I know it may seem like all this stuff is very casual, but a lot really goes into the podcast. We have meetings during the week trying to figure out what we're going to talk about on the podcast. We're always constantly working and trying to get more guests and things like that. We want the show to be, interesting. And it's a lot of work, and every little bit helps, even $1. It might help us with a cup of coffee. For all you know, that's the fuel we need to keep going.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, I know. I definitely need
yeah,
it
you definitely need it tonight.
for sure.
But yeah, guys, again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, share the links to the podcast to anybody and everybody you know. They might like it, they might hate us, but hey, at least they can't ignore us. That's
Exactly.
the way I look at it. You know, uh,
Exactly.
and they'll talk about us, and we'll thank you for it.
Anybody who is listening to the audio version of this, watch us live, youtube.com/the JHouze. We are live every other week. And we have other content that we're going to be posting on our YouTube channel, plus clips and shorts of the podcast as well. So check us out over there. Other than that, guys, thank you for checking us out live. Thank you for checking us on the audio version. We love you guys. Stay safe. Peace. Wow, I can't talk. Peace and chicken grease.
Love, peace, and chicken grease. Later,
There
guys.
we go. Later.